Hello everyone, my name is Trudy Brinkley and this is my topic presentation. One of the first things I realized as I started working on this is that I had no idea how to pronounce the name of this province. Looking it up, I found that there are two pronunciations and they both start with Balu. Baluchistan seems to be favored in what is said in the Pakistani news reports I listened to. I only heard Baluchistan come out of the mouth of a posh-sounding BBC reporter once. Both are listed as proper pronunciations. I thought figuring out the pronunciation was hard, and then I started trying to figure out how to spell it. Apparently, there are many ways to spell it. There's only one in Urdu, but it seems that no matter how I romanized it, Google asked, "Did you mean?" I am not the only one to get confused. Even a member of the National Assembly of Pakistan misspelled it in a tweet. And it was in an outraged response that I learned that the 18th Amendment to the Constitution of Pakistan gives us the official spelling, Baluchistan, spelled with an O. Now that the basics are out of the way, it's time to start learning about where Baluchistan is, a short history of the area, who lives there, and whether or not I think they should secede from Pakistan. Now, Baluchistan, spelled with a U, generally refers to an ethnic group that is in pink in this graphic. About half of the Baluch people live in Pakistan, and most of the rest are in the adjoining areas of Iran and Afghanistan. Baluchistan with an O usually refers to the largest province of Pakistan, which makes up about 44% of the country, but only has about 5% of the population of Pakistan. It's a location in the southwest, which is important to land and sea trading, including the seaport of Gwadar, which is run by the Chinese. This province is also very rich in natural resources, including natural gas. Baluchistan has been inhabited since the Stone Age, and their history includes mentions of people like Alexander the Great and Genghis Khan. There was a succession of many different rulers, kings, and tribal chiefs, and then things settled down a bit when they became semi-stable under the Khan of Kalat in the 15th century. Later, Britain moved into the area, and they worked to protect interests in India and later declared India and Baluchistan a British territory. At the partition of India and Pakistan, tribal chiefs were coerced by the military to give up Baluchistan's power. But the area was still largely ignored until the discovery of natural gas in 1952, which greatly increased conflict in the region. Oxford defines multidimensional poverty as poverty that includes things like poor health, lack of education, inadequate living standards, disempowerment, poor quality of work, and the threat of violence. And many sources say that 78 to 90% of those in Baluchistan are multidimensionally poor. 64% of them are rural, despite the fact that the area is not good for agriculture, and 98.8% of the people there are Muslim. Baluchistan thought it was going to be its own country at the partition of India and Pakistan. But, as Akrita Rayer explained, Baluchistan was to be declared independent on the 5th of August 1947 with the same territorial and administrative freedom that the Kalat enjoyed in 1838. But, as irony would have it, the Baluch people were betrayed by the founders of Pakistan. Virtually, Baluchistan was handed to Pakistan by the British despite a protracted legal battle that had established its independent status. So, do I think Baluchistan should succeed or stay? There has been a lot of violence and difficulties in Baluchistan. The people there feel that they have minimal representation in the government. They are economically deprived. Pakistani policies have led to distrust among the people there, and it seems that only the Baluch leaders profit from the alliances that are there. Recently, there have been some events in the news that make me wonder. On September 29, 2019, a Pakistani opposition party leader was targeted and killed by a bomb on a motorcycle. And on April 18th of 2019, separatist gunmen stopped several buses and killed all of the non-Balachis on those buses. I do believe that originally Baluchistan should have been given status as an independent country, but based on the activities there, at this point in time, I can't make a decision on whether or not Baluchistan should be independent. Thank you for your time.